3 things I wish I knew before moving to South Korea. Hi, my name's Sonia and I lived in South Korea for a year, and there's a few things that I wish I had known before moving there. Number 1, groceries are expensive. I remember getting such a fright going to the grocery store and seeing that like a bag of apples cost like 200 rand. For the most part, it's cheaper to eat out. Number 2, Korean work culture is super intense, especially if you work at a hagwon. I had to work from 9 a.m. till 6:40 p.m. and teach 10 lessons per day. It was like 45 to 50 lessons on average per week. The burnout was so real, I won't even lie, I was actually quite depressed. Honestly, the only thing getting me through that job was the fact that I actually really loved my students, and also the trauma bond with my co-workers. Big shout out to Emily. Also, quick disclaimer, this was obviously just my experience. I'm not saying all hagwons are like that, but for the most part, a lot of people do say that the work culture is very intense in Korea, and not just with schools. Koreans are hard workers, let me tell you. Number 3, you need to learn some basic Korean. Seriously. Yeah, English is spoken quite a bit in like the touristic parts of Seoul, but any other cities, there will be quite a language barrier. And the locals really appreciate it if you at least try to speak their language. Even small things like 안녕하세요, which means hello, or 감사합니다, which means thank you, will go a long way. They'll really appreciate it. And if you want to ask someone in Korean if they can speak English, you can say 연구하세요. That means do you do English, but they'll know that you're asking if they can speak English. But just know that 연구하세요 means do you speak Chinese? Trust me, I learned this the hard way. For the first 6 months of living in Korea, I went around going, 종고하세요, 종고하세요. I thought I was asking Koreans if they can speak English, but I was asking them, do you speak Chinese? Fact that I went around asking Korean people if they speak Chinese. No wonder I got such weird looks. I'm sure you can imagine. When I eventually found out that I was doing that, I was so embarrassed I didn't want to speak Korean ever again. So don't make the same mistake as me. And then just a bonus thing, like guys, there are other parts of South Korea other than Seoul. My 2 favorite places in Korea were actually Jeju Island, which is so cute, and then Sokcho, which was like in the mountains. We went hiking for 3 days and it was absolutely stunning, and there was hardly anyone there. And if anyone wants to know anything else about my time in South Korea, please feel free to ask. I just didn't really post in South Korea on TikTok because, you know, I was working like every hour of the day, so I was too drained. But yeah.